Greetings, comic fans. Today we're diving into not one, but two dynamic playsets. Behold the Superman City Playset and the Gotham City Playset, both from 1966 and brought to you by the masterminds at Remco Toys. Licensed by none other than DC, Detective Comics, they capture the heroic spirit of a bygone era in glorious cardboard. So grab your utility belts and prepare for a nostalgic journey into the magnetic marvels of these vintage treasures. The sets were designed as interactive toys, bringing the iconic cities of Gotham and Metropolis to life with bold and colorful artwork typical of mid-century comic art. The simple, strong lines and limited color palette make it both visually appealing and nostalgic. Both sets are very rare and seldom become available on eBay. Also, there are very few pictures of them online and seemingly no videos, so I jumped at the opportunity to create one. Full disclosure, only the Gotham City set here is authentic. I built the Metropolis set from a scan that I found online. I used a scissors and razor to cut it out, and then used glue and tape to piece it together. I did this to demonstrate what it would have looked like to have both sets side by side. Here you can see the box cover, the characters included, and the play features. The boxes measure 18 by 24 inches. The playset base is made of thin particle board and is also 18 by 24. The cardboard contents of the box in their unpunched form are found on a single sheet with the same dimensions. You punch out the buildings and characters, fold them, and interlock their attachments. The cardboard itself is around 1/16 of an inch thick. The Gotham playset features key locations, like a nuclear power plant, the Batcave, the police department, City Hall, the Gotham Bank, and a small guard station. The Metropolis set features a museum, a police station, City Hall, the Daily Planet, the Metropolis National Bank, Hotel Metropolis, a subway entrance, a newspaper stand, and a giant statue of Superman. The campy and colorful Adam West Batman television show debuted in January of 1966, a few months before these were released. The show clearly prompted this toy, as the box mentions the TV show front and center. It says, "Batman, the exciting TV and comic book hero." However, the character art and scenery do not necessarily emulate the show, and in most ways are closer to the comics. Here you can see that the Daily Planet contains an office for Clark Kent and Lois Lane. The museum was dedicated by Superman. There's police parking in front of the police station, and a one-way roundabout around the Daily Planet. Here are the sets from above. Both sets come with some molded plastic objects. These include the Remco Thimble City Magic Power Wand with a magnet at one end and a handle at the other. Also included are small plastic desks, tables, chairs, a nuclear reactor console, a Batman call line phone booth, the opening to the Batcave, a filing cabinet, lamp posts, and street signs. Finally, we have these large orange triangles used to prop up the base of the set so you can get that magic wand underneath it. So here's what we've been waiting for. Each set comes with 6 cardboard characters, around 1 inch tall. Superman City comes with Torgo, Metal Monster, Clark Kent, Funny Face, Lois Lane, and Superman. The Gotham set comes with Batman, Robin, the Joker, the Shark, Penguin, and Catwoman. There are also some vehicles, including the Batplane and the Batmobile. Here you can see the unpunched cardboard. And here are 2 instruction manuals that detail assembly, contents, directions, and the play features. I would say that each set would take an adult around 5 to 10 minutes to construct. The illustrations are characteristic of Silver Age comic art, which focused on vivid, high-contrast colors, dynamic poses, and straightforward designs, making them visually striking and easily recognizable. Some of the roads are asphalt, and some are concrete. You can see sewage drains and manhole covers. The bank has a large yellow vault, which I'm sure is enticing to Gotham's criminals. The police station has a jail cell with a sink and a toilet. The tallest building here, City Hall, has a courtroom with a flag, as well as a map of Gotham City. As you can see, each building has a unique floor. The Batcave contains the Batman Message Center, which seems to be a large computer. The Gotham City nuclear power plant also seems to have a computer. Various instruments, nuclear radiation meters, and power controls. The base for each set sits on top of 4 orange legs, creating space to move the magnetic wand underneath. Kids could use the wand to drag the figures around, creating the illusion that the characters were walking about without being touched. The cardboard figures sit on an orange piece of plastic with a magnet on one side. It helps to have the character facing the side with the magnet because this is where the character will pivot, as you can see here. Gotham was first identified as Batman's place of residence in Batman number 4 from December 1940. It's depicted as one of the most crime-ridden cities in the world. In the comics, Gotham is commonly located in the U.S. state of New Jersey, and Metropolis is in nearby Delaware. They're even sometimes depicted as twin cities on opposite sides of the Delaware Bay. The look and atmosphere of Gotham are primarily influenced by New York City. Some comic book writers like to think that Gotham represents New York at night, and that Metropolis is New York during the day. Creator Bill Finger said that he chose the name Gotham rather than New York so that all readers in any city could identify with it. Batman artist Neil Adams has long believed that Chicago has been the basis for Gotham, stating that New York does not have alleys, but Chicago has many back alleys, and that's where Batman fights all the bad guys. Now that we've made it back to the Batcave, I'll use my trusty remote-control Batcave door opener to reveal the entrance. Holy automatic hinges, Batman! That's right, Robin. Now to the Batmobile. And definitely don't forget your seatbelt, my safety-conscious ward. Pretty handy remote control, wouldn't you say, old chum? And I know what you're thinking. How is Batman going to close the Batcave entrance once we exit? Well, all I have to do is press the same button. And so confident am I that it will work without fail, Robin, we won't even glance back to double check. Now, if that wasn't silly enough, here's the Bronson Cave used as the shooting location for the Batcave in the 1966 show. Remco, the manufacturer of these sets, was founded in 1949. The company was first known for early remote control toys. It expanded during the 1960s by introducing popular licensed toys and science kits, aiming to capture children's imaginations with interactive experiences. Too bad, Robin. It looks like our tip-off on the Joker was a false one. Now's my chance to push them into that vat of contaminated nuclear coolant. Oh, don't look so dull, Patsy. A little dunk in radioactive sludge is just what you need to brighten up. Other things we might have liked to see depicted in cardboard include Gotham Cathedral, Wayne Manor, Arkham Asylum, Ace Chemicals, Crime Alley, the Gotham Clock Tower, Blackgate Penitentiary, Amusement Mile, and Gotham Harbor. Interesting locations missing from the Metropolis set include the iconic LexCorp Tower, Suicide Slum, Strikers Island Penitentiary, Metropolis University, Centennial Park, and Metro Tower. Los Angeles City Hall, completed in 1928, was used as a shooting location in the Adam West show. In 1964, Carmine Infantino placed a yellow oval behind the bat symbol on Batman's chest. This marked Batman's new look era in the comics and was used in the 1966 show. The depiction in this set has an oval, but no yellow. The yellow oval may have been introduced to make the bat symbol more trademarkable. It also distinguished Batman from his darker, detective-focused iteration. Which do you prefer? Me? I'm just happy to see him in the gray and blue. This figure here with a Tommy gun, red suit, and shark mask is unfamiliar to most people. His name is the Shark, but he's not to be confused with the DC characters King Shark or Great White. This is Gunther Hardwick, a member of the terrible trio 3 Batman villains that first appeared in 1958. They're actually inventors who turned to crime in search of a challenge. They've shown up since in multiple Batman animated shows. Here we have the Penguin in his classic attire under a structure reminiscent of his iceberg lounge. Superman, Clark Kent, and Lois Lane generally need no introduction. But the other three characters of the Metropolis set are very obscure. Here from left to right we have Torgo, Funnyface, and Metal Monster. Metal Monster is a robot antagonist of the Justice Society. Funnyface is much more interesting. Another masked villain inventor, he created a ray beam which can bring drawings to life. He used this ray to animate characters from the funny strips, such as Torgo, and had them commit crimes. Here's a list of the characters, their creators, and the year of their first appearance. Interestingly, the only character in either of these sets with superpowers is Superman. Here you can see both DC playsets with the cardboard Amsco Marvel World Playset from 1975 in the background. The Marvel set was probably inspired by the DC sets. They seem to go relatively well together, although interestingly, the DC playsets from 9 years earlier are brighter and more colorful. The actual Marvel playset is much bigger, but the one seen here is a small version that I created from scans. In front, you can see the 34 cardboard figurines that came with it. Here's the full-size Marvel World playset that I've also done a video on. I made the scans of the set and its characters available for people that want to print them out. You can find that on my blog at a URL that's linked below in this video's description. I also designed these 200 additional characters that you can print from home. I set a roster, wrote each character's name below their feet, placed them against a gray background, and created draw lines around them so people, like you, can cut them out. Here's some other similar playsets, including the ideal sets for Superman, Batman, and Spider-Man, Spider-Man Minicar City, the Hulk Adventure City, and the Milton Bradley Superhero Strategy Game. Here they are all rolled out. As you can see, they use cardboard figurines from the Marvel World playset. I think they're great, but I also think that they don't hold a candle to the Amsco or Remco playsets. Now, one could place all these sets together to make a much larger play space. Am I too grown up for all that? Only time will tell. And there you have it, folks. Our caper through the Remco magnetic DC Comics playsets has come to its thrilling conclusion. We've uncovered the hidden wonders of these relic cardboard cities where heroes and villains clash in two-dimensional crime-fighting splendor. Perhaps, like the Bat Cave itself, their true value lies not in the materials, but in the adventures they inspire, because as we all know, imagination is the greatest superpower of all. But the question remains, dear Gothamites, is this playset a nostalgic triumph or just a glorious piece of Batman memorabilia? As always, the choice is yours to decide. In the comments, of course. Thanks for joining me on this trip back to Gotham's Silver Age, and remember to tune in again. Same bat time, same bat channel.